Hello, Dr. Fox back here with you with a weekend update. You can see just a little poofy piece of Mora. We got a Torghast bonus sort of event-ish. We got a congratulations going out. We have, there's just a handful of other things. We'll just jump right into this, shan't we, this weekend. Dr. Fox back here with you with a weekend update. We had a nice little interview with, not us, but I mean PC Gamer had an interview this week with Ian, and he kind of touched upon a few different aspects. Specifically, the loot option looks like, at least there's some suggestion of him mentioning two things. He said we'll be going obviously deeper into Shadowlands. That's a given with most expansions. But this is the piece right here. Is the going into the possible slightly more loot dropped when you try looking for it when you're running dungeons, because there's quite a little quote unquote challenge of trying to get your piece, of trying to do it very nice, or aka PC if you will. It's a real challenge out there, and I'm just going to kind of leave it at that, because we've got people on both sides of it. Most people feel like they could definitely use more pieces, and especially ones that they're farming. And speaking of that, as we segue, a lot are having some struggles with like small amounts of anima dropping. I totally get that, and I'm most likely and I agree, I'd love to be getting more from that in some aspects. I'm not asking for a ton either, but just a few tweaks here and there would be just a nice little touch to add to those. And I usually, when we go through expansions, a lot of times we see that towards the end of the expansion. They'll probably end up upping our anima most likely at some point. This is a very, very commonality when they need things like that. But there's other good aspects, pros and cons for looking at that, and we'll kind of leave it at that as well. You could kind of see I put my bandana on. I was going to have my hair down today, but I've noticed over the last few weeks, it's getting a little bit more alopecia, if you will. It's starting to move back slightly. And no, I don't have the money for hair treatments. I don't have money for this, that, and the other thing. And sadly, I'm going to have to continue to deal with this for now. I don't have $58,000 plus to go in and have hair transplants. Some will say, oh, Dr. Fox, it's not that much. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but there are a list of operations, and there are little tweaks you can do that are much inexpensive. But I'm kind of trying to hide that for now and trying to do the best I can just to function every day. Others will say, don't worry about it. But you've got your mix. So with that said, I just wanted to share that I'm trying to work on it, and I'm aware of it. I'm doing the best I can with it. I can't afford to go completely bald and go with wigs either. It's a very uncomfortable circumstance. I won't get into that. Some will say otherwise, or some can just enjoy what they have. But anyway, with that, we're gonna shift gears as well. The Torghast sort of bonus event, not something that's gonna come up like on a couple of monthly basis kind of things, like a yearish kind of little event, or maybe it'll be like a one-time event. I'm sure it'll pop up again once in a while as well. I haven't really gotten into it or even really tried it. Basically, you can go in there and you can grab the beast of, and people that know my channel know I botch these, the Beast of Protect. I'm not even going to try to say it. The Beast of Pro ... I'm going to leave it at that. I can hear people screaming at the screen already for the pronunciations of those. Anyway, those are going to be up for a few more weeks, and we'll have to kind of see what more reactions are of those folks. I'm not really doing a lot of Torghast right now. And speaking of Torghast, I want to send out a huge congratulations to Layer 8 Twisting Corridors. Congratulations, Hazelnutty Games, for getting through that and getting her maw mount. I would love to do that, but I kind of agree with her. Like, I've been pretty much avoiding Torghast and the maw like the plague at this point. I just don't have the time to do that kind of piece as well. And with that said, we're gonna pretty much just kind of shift gears and then get into the calendar. I am excited and ecstatic to share with you all that I was finally able to finish the Walrus people over here. The K's. I'm gonna just say the word with the K letter. That's all I'm gonna say. So bear with us. We're gonna kind of log in while you can catch a little bit of Mora's fur over here. I feel like she's almost like a black mogwai or something, like the black and white one we saw in the second one. Like you're expecting to get a little water and it's gonna start bubbling from Gremlins. There we go. We're in. You can see I have her sitting right here, ready to go. I have finished the Walrus people. I was all excited. I hit that on Friday. We have the Frenzy Hearts. I should be done that by this Thursday. And if all goes to plan, once I hit Exalted, I don't have to go all the way Exalted. I'm doing it on my own for getting a pot. I hope another Exalted check mark over here. In the corner. I'll have to show that to you. I'm going to close these so you can see, like right here, you can see I hit 76. I was at 75. The one I got was with the Walrus folks. So finally, after the Frenzy Hearts this week, on Thursday, I'm going to try to reset it and do the Oracles and see kind of where I'm at with that one. And I know they usually reset it to Honored. I think I got some bonus last time because I had the 10% bonus on for Dark Moon Fair. I would love to just wait for that like another week and a half and then just do the Oracle then, because it would go a few days quick sooner. I mean, you get 1,700 a day for doing the Frenzy Heart. So I'm plugging away at it. I did get my Disgusting J toy. I did that. Speaking of that, I've gone out and I have leveled my 4 alts on the RP server. And I've been out looking for a few toys. I found a few of them. I got them all set up so they can go out to Argus now. And got them all to level 51. I picked their covenants. And I gave each of them one different covenant apiece. So all 4 cover all the 4 different covenants. And it was such a nice feeling to kind of bounce past that. And I had war mode on, so it popped us a little bit past level 51. What's that? Looked like she was seeing something out there. There's a lot of times she sees the birds. Whoops. But that's what I'm going to be working on this week. I'm going to be finishing up Frenzy Hearts, and then I can finally switch to the Oracles and finally start farming that 3 or 5. I think it's a 3-day egg. I think I'm getting it confused. There's a spotted egg you get in Argus that will drop one of the 3 to so different flying mounts out there, and I think that had 5 days on it. Yeah, I think because this was 3 days. Yeah, because the Disgusting J was 3 days, and I think the cracked egg is 3 days if I remember right. So I'm working on that, and so with that we've got World Quest up this week as well. The World Quest bonus is going on for the Arena Skirmish that ended last week as well. PvP Brawl, the Arathi that Blizzard had ended last week as well. I did hit the 2nd tier for the raid for the castle. I'm going to call it Castle Inn because I know I screwed that up. We've got the Call of the Scarabs coming up later this week. Another micro holiday on the way as well. And a very special happy B-Day to someone very special in my life. I'm going to kind of leave it at that. Plugging away, trying to get through the rest of January. We had a lot of rain yesterday and wind, so I usually call that about mid-January. We see what I like to call the January thaw, which allowed me to get my laundry caught up and my shower in. I was very excited about that. I still clean every day. I'm not a dirty chica. But once a week I try, if I can at least get above freezing, I'm able to take a nice little shower. And I really, really look forward to that. It's really, really nice. So that's kind of the calendar there. I wanted to give you a small update as well. We're going to kind of wrap things up this week. I'm going to go get brunch in me and get that started. I hope you all are holding up okay. Stay safe. Keep on trying to function each morning. Find a way to get through it. We know there's some good things to find, even though it seems like the cons outweigh the pros. I think it's always important to especially for those that have had too many close calls, to try to find something new you can focus on in life, because when people don't find a focus or a new passion or a new hope, they usually want to end it. And it really breaks my heart when I won't get into it too much. All I'm saying is do your best. Try to find 2 things that can try to find you hope, or find a new project that you can start focusing in another direction on. Even if you don't have much of a mind to focus on that individual new thing for a little while, just keep trying to pick something else. If you can, to function and get through those 2 things this week. Call me in the morning. And once again, we will, see you later.